What is going on, fight fans? So let's just be honest. You want boxing in GTA 6. I want boxing in GTA 6. So I keep on going down these rabbit holes to see if it is a possibility that we will indeed get boxing in GTA 6, and a lot of interesting facts continue to appear when it comes to researching this topic. Yes, this is how badly I want GTA 6 to have boxing. This is how badly I want it. I want it. How cool would it be to have boxing and then also have the dynamics of being able to do whatever you want throughout the day and intermix that with a boxing game that, of course, the love that would be given to it from Rockstar, especially on their 6th iteration of Grand Theft Auto, and all the money made from Grand Theft Auto 5 that does not stop coming in, by the way. All the money made with Grand Theft Auto 5, I think that I think we would be in a really good position to have some sort of a role-playing dynamic. Now, here's a few things that I truly feel is pushing this towards the fact that we will indeed get a boxing game inside of Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, one of the first things that I want to talk about is the modding community. The modding community has been going ham with all the different mods that you can do in the game, and of course, Rockstar has proven to be excited or kind of happy to see, servers dedicated to specific role-playing mods or what have you. And this is insinuated further by their acquisition of a modding server. People who made this server called 5M and also Red M, which is the most popular modding servers for GTA, because they're fond of the community creations. They like this stuff, and they've acquired that stuff. So this could mean one of two things. They're definitely paying attention to what the community sees that Grand Theft Auto 5, on face value lacks, and what they're putting in to Grand Theft Auto 5. Or it could mean that they're embracing it to the fullest extent, where they will be allowing this kind of modification where if they don't put boxing in there, they're going to allow you to have all the tools necessary for you yourself to put boxing in Grand Theft Auto 6. But here's more reasons why I think, boxing will definitely be in Grand Theft Auto 6. One thing that is very apparent is that they're always trying to figure out what's the next best thing that we can do with the next game. And obviously, mini games has always been a thing, a point of contention when it comes to a lot of different players. So when they talk about Grand Theft Auto 6, one of the biggest requests for Grand Theft Auto 6 is to increase the mini games. And we've talked about this before, and also boxing has been a mini game in Grand Theft Auto before in games like San Andreas. But Grand Theft Auto 6 might listen to the community, understanding that boxing is an easy kind of mini game to implement because it kind of has a connection tied towards the combat system already. Boxing, fighting, it's a very understood thing, and they could just bring it back and polish it for Grand Theft Auto 6. Plus, they're from the UK. The original team, the team is originally a UK team. Their office resides in New York, but they're originally a UK team. And boxing in the UK is much, much bigger than boxing in the United States. People love boxing in the UK even more than how people love boxing here in the United States, believe it or not, which is why boxing is always hinted and touched on and kind of winked in all of their Grand Theft Auto games. And they might just be leading in to Grand Theft Auto 6, which leads me to another point of why I think it indeed will be in Grand Theft Auto 6. One of the things that they love to do is leave Easter eggs or hints towards future things, maybe things that they were trying to put in but couldn't finish, so they leave a hint or an Easter egg in there for the next game. One perfect example is tennis courts and mentions of tennis coaches in Grand Theft Auto 4. You can go to a tennis court in Grand Theft Auto 4, but you cannot play tennis in Grand Theft Auto 4. But you know where you can play tennis? You can do that in Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, tennis was hinted and given to you as a Easter egg towards their future plans. This can easily happen when a team is developing something, they're trying to make something, and then they say, well, we can't make this. Let's go ahead and scrap that and continue. However, the bones of what they were making is still there, and they can then finish it in their next project. So what ends up happening is they might have already constructed those tennis courts and had them already set. So they leave the tennis courts there. You can go to the tennis courts, and they know that going to the tennis courts is going to leave a sour taste in your mouth because you can't play tennis. So they try to turn that sour taste into a sweet taste when you go into the next iteration, because in Grand Theft Auto 5, there's a full-blown tennis game that you can play in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, in Grand Theft Auto 5, however, there's so many references to this boxing club called Queensberry Boxing Club, which is obviously a play on the word Marcus of Queensberry's rules, which is the original rules. It has been modified a bit since the Marcus of Queensberry's rule, but that's pretty much the rules that we have, with the 10 count if you get dropped to the floor, with a standing 8 count, with a 20 count, time limits per round. These kind of rules have been established based off of the Marcus of Queensberry's rules, which means that they're even more in tune with boxing. They're not just on a surface level, they're talking about the Marcus of Queensberry's rules by calling the boxing gym in Grand Theft Auto 5 the Queensberry's Boxing Gym. Now, you can't go to the Queensberry's Boxing Gym. It doesn't exist. However, the advertisement for that comes up on the radio all the time. And you could even purchase a shirt at one of the stores in single player, and I think in multiplayer as well, but in single player, you can definitely purchase a shirt for the Queensberry's Boxing Club. Now, that will leave a sour taste in your mouth if you can't actually go, when it's telling you to go to the gym and train at the Queensberry's Boxing Club, but you can't do it. The most you could do to interact with that is to buy a shirt from the Queensberry's Boxing Club. That leaves a sour taste in your mouth. And you know how they could sweeten that taste? By allowing you to finally go to the boxing gym in Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, I know, none of these things are smoking guns. None of these things are definite stuff. But with the understanding that they probably want to do more things for Grand Theft Auto 6 in terms of the mini games, and how in the past they've shown to kind of hint towards things that maybe they wanted to do, but they just didn't have time to do it in that iteration, but they leave it in there to hint towards the next iteration. I think that is what they're doing with this Queensberry Boxing Club. I think that is better off that we got it in Grand Theft Auto 6, because it will probably be highly polished, and who knows how detailed this boxing is going to be. And if you mix in boxing while also having this kind of role-playing scenario where you can walk around and do whatever you want, I think that combination is absolutely interesting. And I'm hoping that will be the case come Grand Theft Auto 6. Let me know what you guys think. This is just a second video of just looking at more evidence to see if a boxing game will be in Grand Theft Auto 6. I think that with all these things that we're seeing with the first video that we talked about and this video here, that it's looking like it's going to be leaning towards a yes. That will be a mini game that we can experience. So I can't wait till it drops. We're definitely going to keep an eye on all the news for Grand Theft Auto 6. Let me know again down in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Do you think there will be boxing? Do you think there won't be boxing? Let me know down in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. If you want to see the first video talking about this topic and the evidence from the first video, you go ahead and click this video right here.